What's going on, guys? It's your boy ATF Cobra, and today I wanted to talk to you guys about the most underrated weapon in Battlefield 3 and the least used weapon. If you guys do look at most of the videos or most of the people that do play this game, I rarely get killed by this gun, and it seems awkward to me. Even though it does have a slower fire rate, there's a lot of weapon choices that people would pick over this gun, which is basically the AKS-74U. A lot of people go with the M4A1, or now with the new DLC, you can go with the ACWR, but still the AKS-74U is a vital weapon, which is ridiculous, especially for longer maps. When you're playing as an engineer and you're playing on really big maps, you're going to need a gun that's going to allow you to be accurate and be able to hit your target from long range. Not to say that the SCAR H has a problem or anything, but it just has way too much recoil for most people to control. Now the AKS-74U does have a little bit of recoil at 0.3 up, 0.2 and for 0.2 pull to the left and to the right, so it's not too bad at all. You can get used to it. But using the heavy barrel attachment actually decreases your spread. Your spread stays tighter in a tighter grouping, as well as increasing your muzzle velocity. Now your muzzle velocity, I talked about this before in my previous videos. Basically, your muzzle velocity is the speed at which the bullets do come out of your gun. Not as much as the fire rate, but allows you actually to hit your targets that are moving, or moving side to side, or moving at longer ranges. Now it goes from 440 to 590, which is a big of a difference. It's pretty fast, but it's not assault rifle fast, which is pretty decent for this carbine. Now when you slap on the heavy barrel, you get a lot of things, as well as recoil. You get a lot of positives plus some negatives. I mean, the only recoil, the only problem is the recoil. Controlling the recoil is a little bit harder because this gun has a vertical recoil at 0.3, and the heavy barrel does increase it a little bit more, which actually tends to draw people away from it. But if you can look and see how fast I take guys down with this weapon, how efficiently it does it at the same time as being accurate, this is one of the most accurate carbines that you can have. And look at this, I'm taking out the sniper right here, and I'm getting hit markers on the first 2 shots, which is crazy. Like, if you look at most of those actual carbines like the M4 or the ACWR, your first couple shots are kind of off. You have to kind of center yourself. But with the AKS-74U, you can kind of get away with a couple bad shots, but at the same time you can get pretty accurate, especially at long ranges. And a couple times I do take out a couple snipers with this gun. Favorite attachment for it, of course, has to be the Cobra sight, because it's too clear. You can see everything. You don't really need a zoom when you're going for long range, and when you're trying to take out targets at longer ranges as well. But in my opinion, this has to be the most underrated gun, because not a lot of people show love for this gun, because it does have a 650 round per minute fire rate. Now that can be pretty slow, especially up against something like a AK or F2000, which has ridiculous fire rate. Even a FAMAS, I went up against a couple guys with FAMASes, and I was losing to them. I mean, getting destroyed by them because they had the advantage in close range. Now that's the only place where you're gonna lose your gunfight. But if you do steady yourself and you're able to actually control places of the map, you're gonna cut those guys off, because when you actually are able to control the map, you can keep those guys from getting too close to you, which this gun kind of lacks. The hip fire is not too bad. It's actually pretty good. You don't really need to slap on a laser sight to increase the actual hip fire, even though you can, and it'll definitely be a plus for this gun. But I highly recommend staying with the actual heavy barrel, because it does damage like that, which is crazy. I mean, at first, I did play with this gun a lot. Even post-patch, they did boost it a little bit, and a lot of people did notice it, but then they went straight back to their regular guns. And I'm hoping that a lot of people start playing with this gun and realize how fun it can be, and how dangerous it can be. Even in close range, it can be pretty sick, to take out guys. And here I try to take out the whole enemy, but flashlights was really getting to me. Like I said, the heavy barrel is probably your best bet. Cobra sight, those are the 2 best attachments. You can go with the flash suppressor, actually, which does actually allow you to be a little bit more manageable, or actually manage your recoil a little bit more. but you're not getting that benefit of the muzzle velocity. It's going to stay the same, and you know, it does actually make a bit of difference when your bullets are actually tighter. Now it kind of keeps the bullets a little bit tighter as well when you're using the flash suppressor, but not as you know, close together as the heavy barrel, which can keep you fairly accurate and keep your shots right on target. And this gun is very versatile as well. I mean, like I said, the hip fire is not too bad. You can get off a couple shots. You know, you will lose sometimes to guys you know, with assault rifles or shotguns, with guys that have higher fire rates, because that's how it is. You know, guns have to be balanced. You can't have a gun that just completely dominates in every area of the game. So that's how they decided to balance this gun. Now, the only thing I would have changed about this gun, or the only thing I think needs to be changed, is just the beef and the actual fire rate. Now, it doesn't stand a chance up against most carbines or most actual assault rifles in this game that are pretty decent. You know, F2000 AEK, FAMAS, M16 A3. Those guns were kind of, you know, completely dominated. If you're caught off guard, I mean, you can still kind of win that gunfight, but it just doesn't stand even a chance unless you're putting your shots on target and putting your shots first, and you're, you know, very precise with your shots as well. But I don't think it lacks at all in other areas. It can still hold out its own with what is pretty superb accuracy. You know, I thought the Scar L was pretty accurate until I started using the AKS-74U again, and I was like, wow, I'm getting guys on target, and I even kept getting accuracy ribbons, which I haven't gotten in a while. And you know, it really started making me want to use more and more guns in this game. I started checking out a lot more guns that I don't see too many people playing with, so I'm gonna start using those a lot and give you guys my opinion on, you know, what is really out there that could really help you guys and actually change your play style as well. But this is more of a medium to long range actual carbine. It's perfect for long range. You can use it in close range, but I kind of don't recommend it because you don't want to be caught off guard. To see here, moving targets can be a problem, but slapping on the heavy barrel can kind of help you out here. I think I was using, for this part, I was using the flash suppressor. I was trying out different attachments, and like I said, your best bet is going with the actual heavy barrel. I mean, the suppressor keep you off the radar and keep you kind of quiet, but it's not really recommended. You know, even with the patch, hopefully in the new patch, I don't know, maybe we'll have some people complain about the suppressor not being used, because nobody really ever uses suppressors. I mean, I rarely, you know, get killed by anybody using a suppressor. So I would definitely like to see more people use you know, different weapons, different attachments, because, you know, it could add a lot of variety into this game, which could make it a lot more fun, because it's been out for about 10 months, 9 or 10 months, and, you know, things can get pretty stale. Even with the new DLC, you know, you still are kind of seeing, you know, kind of the same familiarities and seeing the same things in the same game. So we do need to spice things up and change things around. So, and as you guys can see here, I was picking off that sniper, which is pretty ridiculous, and I was actually wondering why nobody ever uses this gun. But hopefully you guys did enjoy this video, and hopefully you guys will try out new guns, try out the AKS-74U. It's really a contender. It's been your boy TF Cobra. Peace.